the next session. After the who's who, let's see more about what's yeah, let's see. Now, what is a KM website? Yeah, we continue with our topic. Well, a KM website will contain structured or very well organized information and knowledge. And in our case, it will be related to extension for extension activities, people, and everything from each country. It should help answer questions like who is doing, whom are the players, why is the website created, what is whom doing and where, how are extension actors doing things in the country. So yeah, the why, who, where, when, what, how should be the key questions that will be answered by your KM website. A good example, a very good example that I've always loved to visit is the Erie Knowledge Bank. You can go there when you have time, but it's a knowledge site where you can see everything, but everything about rice culture. And it's very structured. You'll find all the steps, all the topics very well organized, so that even people who doesn't do rice culture should easily navigate and find information in that website. So what we are going to try to build is a knowledge website for your country and at the same time linked with the AFAAS website. So these are the sites that I've already seen on the internet, from AFAAS, from UFAS, from NIFAS, from KFAS, and from the FTA. As you can see, the CAMFAS website is a Facebook page. It's not a website. It's more a Facebook page, but it's nice and it's well populated. I mean, it's updated periodically, so you will have also very good information there. What we will encourage is you will have your Facebook page, but at the same time, you have also your knowledge management platform or website or web portal, so that information is more structured and can be organized and reorganized at will, and also that it can be linked directly to the AFAAS platform, knowledge management platform. Well, this is the actual situation that needs improvement. The problem of the actual AFAAS network knowledge management system is that there is no common standard. There is not enough linkage between all these websites. There is no automated interaction. So the result is that there's waste of time. There is lack of synergy and visibility, and there is lack of real-time update. These are the improvements that we want to do. So in the next design, the information should be shared automatically from the country for our website to the AFAAS website and vice versa, creating more visibility and interactions. This is what we are looking for, more visibility. If we can show something, if you can feature something from your website on the AFAAS one, which is continental, then you'll get more visibility. But on the other side, you will also have some link with some AFAAS documents, some AFAAS information so that everything works in synergy and there is interaction. In this new system, there will be no need to update the country fora profiles in the AFAAS website because it will go automatically, or at least it should be very easy to do it. Because until now, when we ask for updates from country forums, it takes some time. But in our next design, it should be very automatic. You just update your site and automatically your country forum profile will be also updated on the AFAAS website. There is no need to ask for news from country fora, and update will be automatic. So this is our dream for now. We'll see if we can manage to do it, but we hope by the end of the 2 months and 2.5 months, we will concretize, we will realize this dream. Now we've asked in the form, we've asked you about what should be the content of the knowledge management website. I go in more in depth with the types of content. We need to know what will be the content that you're expecting. So, of course, we should have all about the country fora, the who is who, the members, the governance structure, and so on. All available materials and tools used by extension workers in your country. It will be so interesting to see all the different tools, different materials that are used in your country. The digital contents, documents related to Agriculture Extension Advisory Service, and all about the works and activities that are done in the domain of AES in your country. So these are broadly what we are expecting. From the survey, this is what we received. This is the result that we got. So everybody, yeah, there were 14 responses, and unfortunately, some people don't respond to our survey. But from the survey, this is what we got. So about the country fora, everybody agree on that. The extension policy and strategy, also everybody agree on that. Then the next one is documents and knowledge package. That also, this is the purpose of the website itself. So we need that. Useful contacts and addresses. That also, people agree on that. Now, there are less enthusiasm for governance structure of your country fora, the country fora responsibles, the members database, which answers to who is doing what, the thematic areas, so intervention of the country forum. And there are even less for the activities and blog. The activities and blog are important in a website because you update it periodically, and when you update it, it means that people are interested in visiting your site, and it creates also a better ranking on CEOs. If you search for your website on Google Drive, on Google, for instance, it will be higher if you update it periodically on a blog. Then some of you added posters and brochures, registration form, because some of you want to create a registration form for events or for database, members database in your country. Then the programs and projects, gallery and forum. So these are ideas that you just shared about the information that you want to see in your website. Now I will open quickly for 5 minutes the discussion. What you think? Any reaction regarding this content of the KM website? You can unmute yourself when you want to talk. So what do you think? Is it enough? Do we need something else? What should we focus on more at the beginning?
That's what the flip was asked was. When did you focus? Or if you go to this answer, I know how.
Whoops.
I think.
Yes. Yeah. Content of the website. These are the menus that we will see, or some content that we will see in different pages of your website. So if there's no remark, no feedback, we can continue.
What about the partners link?
Okay, and now we know it's Brenda. Brenda is emitting this big noise.
Andre,
okay, yeah.
Can you hear
yes.
me? Yeah,
yes.
What about the partners link? For instance, there will be a lot of actors participate for a knowledge management, for extension advisory service. So it's better to add the partners link.
Okay, I totally agree with that. So partners can be on a technical level, or sometimes even on financial aspects. So yeah, they need some visibility.
Yes.
I thought that is coming in projects and programs.
Okay. Yeah. That's another possibility. We just list all the projects and programs working with your forum, and we see their logo there.
But some actors, for some actors, they may have a lot of ICT-based solutions for farmers, right? For instance, in Ethiopia, there is a lot of companies that are working on ICT-based solution for farmers. So when we put their link on our website, the farmers can get more information or a lot of documents related with their company. So it is better to put on the, as a partner, it's better to put the links. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we will see also that there's another screen. Yeah, another explanation here about the topics. And here we have ICT and extension. Okay. So everything that is related to ICT and extension could be added there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I just moved to that next screen, next slide then. So this will deal with the topics that will be covered. In the first 2 months, I think we can't cover everything, but we need to select few of them. So what are the topics that you want to share in your KM platform to make it relevant? And ideally, it should be, we choose 5 that will be common for all the countries. For those who prefer other topics, depending on their context, of course, we can't force anyone, but preferably, if we can agree on 5 or plus minus 5, it should be more relevant so that people can see an abundance of documentations and knowledge for 5 topics first, then we move to another topic and so on. So these are the topics that we've asked for. Something on agribusiness, or everything related to agribusiness, and climate smart agriculture and post-harvest management and natural resource management, ICT and extension, approaches and methods of extension, integrated pest management, nutrition, entrepreneurship. These are the key, some of the hot topics nowadays, so we proposed. But of course, you might know something else. You might propose also something else. We will start slowly with 5. I will propose 5 maximum. And next year, hopefully we can extend, we can continue with other programs. So in our survey, it seems that agribusiness, climate smart agriculture, extension approaches and methods, and entrepreneurship are the most relevant, it seems. The choice has gone for this one. So we have 4 topics there. Then 5th topic, we have to choose between ICT and extension and nutrition. And then,
ICT and extension.
Yeah, ICT and extension. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you think about these topics? Is there any other topics, by the way? Why you will support some of these topics, and are you sure that you will find enough documentation, enough material, tools related to this one, links also related to the topics you will choose? So the floor is open again. Which topic?
Yeah,
yes.
What's the PHM?
PHM is post-harvest management.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so after harvesting, all the transformation, all the storage, all the commercialization, this is the PHM. Oh, natural resource management, yeah, I think it's broader. Climate smart agriculture brings the aspect of more climate. But yeah, natural resource management is about water, soil, biodiversity, biomass, and so on. But when it comes with the interference of climate, then we talk more about climate smart agriculture. NRM is very broad. CSA is more focused on climate change, climate adaptation, climate mitigation. Well, what others think about that question? Because for me, innovation should be cross-cutting. We should disseminate innovation on agribusiness, CSA, PHM, ICT, and so on. What do others think?
It can cut across. We can have the approaches in agribusiness, in climate smart agriculture that are innovative.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So can we agree that we will choose 5 from this one, or do you have some other hot topics in your mind? And do you agree with starting just with 5 for now?
Yeah,
Which means that
yeah, it's better to first start with 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if we get another very important things, you can discuss on that.
Yes, I think we can do like that. Keep in mind that you will have to search for materials like posters, flyers, magazines, and so on in digital format related to all these topics. If you don't hear anything about agribusiness in your country, this means that you won't have anything to share about it. If there are a lot of agribusiness network or incubators or whatever linked with agribusiness in your country, then you are sure you will have you have materials. You just knock at their door and ask for the flyers they use, the fact sheets they use, the posters they display, and so on. And if they have website also, the links, everything that is related to the agribusiness. Okay, can we continue with the next slide?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, which skills are required now from the volunteers to build the KM website? So we need some Web2 tools skills to make things easy. But the minimum is that you have some knowledge of the web environment and you have some knowledge about web structure, design, and also some basic HTML. If you don't know much about that, we will see how to compensate that. Then the graphical design and tools. Because nowadays websites are more graphical, more with rich content. Then we need to master graphical design tools. Maybe some of us also want to insert videos. And if some of you are interested in that, we will see how to do it, how to make it possible. Okay, you can raise your hand or just stop me if you have some questions. So which tool will be used to build the KM website? WordPress will be used. The reason is very simple. WordPress is the most used among us already, and worldwide, it's also the most used content management system. So we use that one, but with specific developed plugins to make it more customized for our knowledge management system. So we'll learn about all these things later. Now for the graphical editing, Picasa is enough. I don't know how many of you have been using Picasa. What do you know the functionalities and how it works? Who knows Picasa? Need a training.
I don't have any information, but
okay, it's a very easy tool.
Yeah, but I can search it and watch a YouTube video.
Yes. We have now 3 other volunteers joining us. Ngepi, Kwezi, and Obed. Yeah. So how are you, Ngepi?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. So which country are you from again?
Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon. Yeah, we have also the French-speaking same station this afternoon. But since you have already joined, it's okay. We can continue. So Picasa, we will take some time to explore how it works. It's a very easy tool. You don't have to worry. In just 30 minutes, you will know how it works. WordPress is the more complicated, but it's also very, very friendly compared to many other content management systems. And by the way, if you master WordPress, you have a lot of opportunities because you can use it for many other things in future. Now, where can we find the information and knowledge that we will put in the website? With whom will you be working with? So the content management system, or the CMS, will be WordPress, but it will be just a vacuum if there is no content. So we need to mobilize people to find content very early. And after this session, you will start searching for content so that we will have a very relevant and well-populated web platform for each country. So from the easiest to the more complex, the best way to find the content will be to do some search on the web. So searching the web is very easy, but you need to know which keywords also you are going to use. So yeah, let's do a very quick exercise. Which keywords will you use to find the documents or the contents, any content? It can be a flyer, it can be a magazine, it can be a document, it can be a fact sheet, it can be a poster, it can be a brochure, it can be, I don't know else. So how will you find that, the relevant one? And also, how will you find the people or the organization who will have this information? So this is an open question. Everybody can participate now. What will be the keywords when you do the search? Yes.
Yeah, by asking the the participants, yeah, or by asking formally from the government, we can search the documents.
Yeah, now my question is on which keywords will you use first on a search engine? Just think about 3-4 keywords that will help you to find the source of documents, that will help you.
Extension advisory.
Yeah, the first word will be extension, of course.
Yeah.
Also advisory or advisory service.
Yeah.
That also should lead you to the right document or the right people. But if you don't put your country name, then you will have a multitude of documents that will appear there and source, but you must put your country name. For instance, extension Ethiopia. then you will see everything that is related to Extension Ethiopia. And you can even go more in detail. If, let's say, we decide on the topic on agribusiness, then you write agribusiness
In Ethiopia.
extension in Ethiopia, for instance. So this is the very first way, the easiest way for you to find
You mean
the
that
relevant document.
you
Yes?
mean that searching on the web, right?
Yes.
But there will be a lot of documents that are not posted or uploaded on the web. We can also connect that documents, and by scanning we can upload on our website, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Many documents won't be available on the web simply because sometimes it's just lying on shelves. It has been printed, but it hasn't been uploaded.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we are trying to do now, to gather all the documents that are left somewhere, sometimes on research centers' shelves, sometimes in government offices, sometimes in NGOs' offices, and so on. So we have to find those that are available in digital format already. And at the same time, also, we have to look at the hard copy versions. And as Anjolem said, we need to scan them or ask the source, where is the digital version, so that we can upload it on your system.
Just a question on the space. Are we going to use the cloud, or because sometimes when you scan these images, they are a bit heavy compared to the soft copies like PDF?
Yes, so we can learn also during this session. We can learn how to compress and to make files more light in terms of kilobytes. We can learn also about that during this this training. If your scan is done with very high resolution, yeah, it will be very heavy to upload and download on the internet. But if it's scanned with the appropriate resolution, then it should be not more than half a megabyte, sometimes even very low, below 100 kilobytes.
Yeah, but we have to care about the quality of the products. When we compress that, it may be decrease the quality of documents, right?
Yes, of
So
course.
we have to take care of that.
So the question we asked was, what will be the keywords that you will find, that you will use to find documents and extension people? So you use extension, advisory service, your country, the topic, and maybe also you can put the format. If, let's say, you are looking for videos, then you say video or audio file or photos and so on. Sometimes cartoons are in photo formats when they are uploaded, so, or PDF format. So you have to use also the format PDF or PowerPoint and so on. Okay.
So maybe you can also add the date to have the latest document.
Say again?
And maybe you can also add the date to have the latest document.
Yes, you can also add the date if you want to have the, yeah, that's right. because we want the latest versions, or the best one, the most relevant, the most updated. So you can also put the date. I believe you all know how to do advanced search. With Google, you can do advanced search. You can define the keywords, the dates, even if there's an attachment, the volume, and so on. Okay, we'll go more in depth with that later. Now, the other approach to find the information and the knowledge is to ask the country forum network members. So you are already dealing or exchanging with them. You probably have a mailing list. If you don't have, you should create one, or you should ask your country forum focal persons or chairpersons or secretariat, and ask them to create a mailing list if you need some support in that. If you need some support with the mailing list, we can create a D group for you. I mean, AFAAS can create a D group where you have all your members. You just need to tell us if you need it and prepare the database so that we can create a mailing list. You know D groups, huh?
Yes.
Okay, now the next step is to go and visit government officials, research centers, NGO headquarters, farmers associations, cooperatives, and so on. You have so many NGOs, so many farmer organizations, local, national, regional, and so on. And you have also a lot of departments in your government, in your Ministry of Agriculture. So you just need to visit these people also. Take some time to tell them that you are doing this program. If you need a recommendation letter, we can ask AFAAS to prepare a recommendation letter for you. And you will bring that letter in the place where you are going. Then the last one is to participate in agriculture events, fair, any activity related to agriculture. Sometimes farm organizations organize big fairs or some conference, some workshops. So participate in this, find the right people, take all the relevant documents that are available there and scan and put online, or ask for the digital source, because there must always be a digital source that they send to the print house. So these are some ways to find content that we will upload in our system. Any other suggestion? How do you find content in your country?
You have listed most of them, and we also join other D groups like the AFAAS, the FARA. There are people who have formed groups where they disseminate their information. So by joining such forums, you're able to get information.
Yes, sure.
And also by creating the contributor ID, the contributor account, yeah, we can collect the contents from different participants. For instance, by creating the contributor account from the WordPress, they can also upload their content on a website. So we can filter that, or the administrator filter that content and post on the website.
Yes. Okay, that is already a more technical, advanced approach. People won't contribute like that. You need to make sure that there is an incentive for them to do it.
Okay.
So our question is how to do things so that even if people don't contribute, we have a well-populated website. So let me just open my, do you see my browser here? Do you see my browser now?
No.
And now?
No. Just the PowerPoint.
Oh, still the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
What about now?
Now it's working, yeah.
Can.
Yes. Okay, so let's say I want to search for extension documents from Kenya. I will have like 40 million documents here. Now I have to look for extension strategy documents from Kenya, and then I have less, 9 million. But I can also go deeper with the topics, extension strategy documents, Kenya, let's say agribusiness extension documents in Kenya. Then I will have, you see, we are narrowing. Then we have 1 million now. And of course, you will have to go through all these documents here, these links here. Some will be more famous, some are not known at all. Some are developed, are written by international organizations, not even from your country, but mentioned in your country. And some are produced at very grassroots level, which are more relevant for you. Because what we want to develop is not only the Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I think I lost you. Yeah, so please go ahead. Just after this, this session, you can start searching for documents related to all the topics that we will decide together. We will propose to the steering committee or to the advisory board. It's not a steering committee, but it's an advisory board actually. So we'll propose them the topics, and then you will start searching on the web. Okay. So that was on the where do we find the documents. Now, what will be the program, our schedule? So this is our schedule for the next month. Okay, on the 19th, Country for Us should have already filled the form. Unfortunately, some country hasn't finished filling it. Very unfortunate. One country, only one country hasn't finished filling it. Normally, I should have created the web space for each country immediately, but it was a bit difficult to take some decision because of some decision procedures and also some technical aspects and financial aspects. We'll talk more about that within a minute. Then the online training and coaching starts. So we have a session today, then we'll have on Thursday, then the next Tuesday, and the last one will be the next Thursday. And then after that, I will just do some distant coaching per country on demand, at your will. We just have to agree on the timing, the duration. It shouldn't be very long anymore because all the training should be finished in the next 2 weeks. But in the meantime, you will start collecting all the documents so that we make sure that you can feed your system. We will build your system before the end of this month. You will start feeding it, and then you will continue feeding the system and improve your system. I will continue to do the follow-up, the support, and hopefully for those who have finished their website, someone will present their website during the extension week. It might be your focal person in your country, your board, or I don't know whom, but someone from your country should present it. Otherwise, I will present if nobody goes there. But before the 22nd, is it the 22nd or 24th? Yeah, before the presentation for the extension week, we will do an online demo where we will invite all the AFAAS Secretariat and the advisory board to see the result of our work. So you will present during 10 minutes your KM web platform online, and we'll have maybe some comments before it will be presented officially to the AFAAS community and during the extension week. Then after that, of course, you will continue populating the system because we want it to be very relevant, and we will also start disseminating a lot of information through the D groups and the Facebook and so on. And by end of December, before Christmas, I hope, we will finish this work so that everyone can go for Christmas holiday. And AFAAS will award you with a certificate of appreciation, normally before end of the year. I don't know if people will be working at the end of the year, but we hope we will, depending on the speed we would take, of course, we can also accelerate and organize that earlier. So this is our tentative schedule for the next 2 months and a half. Is there any comment or question about this?
I just want to ask about the CF information to be filled. Was that sent to our emails, or where is it supposed to? Are we supposed to get it?
Oh, yes. We sent a form. You filled it, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We just sent that form where we have all the question about the country forum name and the country for a domain name and so on. So yeah, that one was filled. But there was just one country who didn't fill it. By the way, they answered by mail that they are still having some meeting to decide on this and that, so it was not done.
I think I feel it too.
Excuse me?
I think I feel this document too. It's
Yeah.
from Cameroon.
Cameroon, yeah, Cameroon is okay. Your domain name is camfas.org. You decided that already. Okay, so let's continue. Now about your website. There are some decisions that need to be taken very urgently. The domain name, please confirm with your stakeholders, with decision makers, especially for Ethiopia, for South Africa. It hasn't been decided yet. I mean, there are some questions on will it be, for instance, .net or .org for Ethiopia, and for South Africa, I still don't know what is the website name until now. So please, those who haven't finished deciding on the domain name, you need to really send it.
Okay, I will
now you need us. Yes?
I will confirm you later. I will confirm.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Jordan. Then they need to decide for the hosting. There are 3 options. The first one is you will do the hosting of your website yourself, which means that you will pay for everything at a cost that is supported individually. Or do you want it to be mutualized, which means that we host it on a mutualized server and you will probably pay a smaller amount. Now they need to decide, the next one is you need to decide also on the financial plan. Are you ready to pay for hosting this year? Or you want to ask AFAAS to support that first, and you will use the mutualized hosted system then? If you decide to finance your hosting starting this year, you can be totally independent. I mean, you can decide which host plan and which host server will be yours. If you don't have resource for now, we can mutualize it on a common server, a fast server. But you need to decide on the next year. This year, maybe AFAAS can support, but next year you must make sure that your country is ready to support it. And then you need to take...
I don't really understand when.
Say again?
Sorry, I don't really understand the utilization. Like, how will be the domain name on the AFAAS
I can't hear you. Ngepi, your internet is quite weak, eh?
Are you getting me?
Yes, say again?
I was saying that how is it going to be, like, when it's mutualized? Is the Cameroon domain inside the AFAAS group?
Oh, okay. Okay, my proposition is the server is mutualized, but your domain name is your domain name, which means, for instance, for Canvas, we will create canvas.org, but the site will be hosted on AFAAS, on an AFAAS mutualized server. You will have your own space, your own domain, but it's just a server. You won't even see that it's a mutualized one. Eh? You won't even see that. You will work like as if you're working on your own site and so on. There will be no interference between countries. Now, the other possibility is to have, for instance, canvas.afaasafrica.org, which I don't want to go in that one, because in future, if you decide to have your independence, then we will point your address to the next server where you'll host the website. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so these are the key points that you have to decide. I will send this this PowerPoint this evening, and you can go through these action points and decision points, because you need to start immediately doing it. For those who need support, you just contact me, and we will create. Just between us, we need sometimes 24 hours before domain name propagates. So if you don't take the decision tomorrow, for instance, before tomorrow early morning, we won't even be able to create it for your exercise on Thursday. So you better decide today and before tomorrow morning, so that it's online already if you decide to create the domain with your web space. This is for those who already who doesn't have a domain and web space yet. For those who have already, I think that there's no need to create. We will just they will just improve what they already have. Do you agree on that, Sylvia? Sylvia has already, yeah. We will just add some additional pages and add the document resource menus where we can find everything, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so the ideal will be to quick start the website. So that we can finalize something very concrete before the 22nd of November. And the characteristic of this website that we want to create is a standardized minimum structure, content and structure. As we said, we need minimum information about the country forum. We need minimum about partners. We need some links to documents, which is really missing actually, and so on. And we decided, no, not decided, I'm proposing for now that we add minimum 30 relevant documents. It's not a KM website if we don't even have minimum 30 documents there, related to 5 different topics that we will also decide. And it will start being interacting with the AFAAS website. You see the scheme, the diagram there. So you will work with the private sector, NGOs, government, farm organizations, and so on, and take documents, all the content from them, or just put the link from their website on your website. And then AFAAS will also pull some of this information on a new KM website at AFAAS. So imagine the visibility we will create for both the AFAAS and the Country Forum platform, and also the value of having so many knowledge management packages from different countries on topics, on very precise topics. This is what we want to build in the next weeks. We will start building. Any question about that? What do you think? Is it possible? Is this dream? Can this dream become a reality in the next month?
It's very possible and interactive too.
Okay, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
So for the topics, the 5 topics, are we supposed to choose the ones as it pertains to our country, like different, or we're going to have like standard 5 we're all going to work on?
Yeah, what do you think? What others think about that? For me, I would propose we have some common topics. As possible, if the 5 topics can be the same for everybody, but each country has its specificity and his priorities. So maybe for some of us, we want to choose other topics, huh? And we can't force anybody here because this is a very open system where each country fora has its decision. What others think?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, we can't have the same for all countries, so.
Okay. But by the way, we will start with few topics, but later you can add at will. Any topic. The system is very flexible. You can just add new topics. Maybe what we'll just need to agree is each time someone wants to create a new topic, we have to agree on a keyword. Excuse me, there's some noise there. Let me just mute. Yeah, so we need to make sure that the keywords that we will use for each topic will be the same every time, because the interaction system will work based on that. If you don't, for instance, if let's say KFAS creates a new post where they upload and they share a document on agribusiness, and the category or the tag, the keyword they write with it is not agribusiness but agribiz, then the AFAAS one won't find that, because the keyword that the AFAAS system is waiting for is agribusiness. So we have to agree on the keywords every time that we create another new keyword in our community. We have to agree which one everybody will adopt, so that we can see all the agribusiness documents from each country in one page at AFAAS platform. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. So the next steps, and we are concluding now. So you need to take decision for the hosting plan and domain name. Starting now, immediately after this session, you should discuss with your colleagues. Then you start collecting documents. When I say documents, it's any form of document, any form of a file. It can be a doc, it can be PowerPoint, it can be PDF, it can be a JPEG, it can be PNG, it can be any format. Then you start mobilizing contributors. The contributors I'm talking here are people that you will link with, that will periodically send you the reports, the advertisements, the extension fact sheets that they will use. So if you have, let's say, 20 partners, 20 contributors who will send one each month or one each quarter, then you have already a lot of document to upload periodically. Then we'll have to decide on the structure of the site. That you have to visit some website and say, okay, mine, I would like it to be like this one with a nice banner, a nice a standard format with editorial, and I don't know what you want. But just look for some website that inspires you, that you like, and we will try to prepare something similar to that. That will take time, but just start deciding on how will be the structure of your website. By structure, we mean also what are the menus that you will put on and all the different parts of the websites. Then after that, of course, we will start populating when we start the training. And even later, you can think about training a national KM community so that you don't do the work alone, or you can hand the stick to the next volunteer or to next contributors. So you can also organize a training on how you can update the system later, and with that you can improve the website periodically. So these are the steps that I'm envisaging for now. The most urgent are the first two, that you take the decision on hosting plan and domain name, and that you start collecting documents, because next session we will need that. And for those who want to create their domain name on a mutualized server with AFAAS, you will need to contact me urgently so that we can create it the soonest before the next session. I will create WordPress installation, fresh installation for those who doesn't have yet. For those who already have, they will just log in into their system and we will explore how to do things. But we need everybody to be able to log into the WordPress in the next session. That's why I'm asking you to ask for the domain name and the hosting plan you are envisaging. With that, thank you for your collaboration, for your participation in this first webinar. And yeah, I'm open to questions now. I can't hear Sylvia.
Can't hear me.
Okay, I just
You can hear me now.
Yes,
I'm just appreciating the training. It's a good one. It shows that we are going to learn a lot, and at least we'll be able to do some things for ourselves. Like me, I've been looking for someone to help me upload my content on the website. But for now, since I'll be doing it myself, it will be a bit easier. So we appreciate and looking forward to the last day when we'll have gotten the knowledge and skills.
Okay. Yeah, yes. If you think that you can still find someone because you are alone, there's no one else with you.
Yeah, I'm working with Mercy. Maybe she can join us also.
Yes.
I'm working with a program manager.
Mm-hmm. Please, yeah, go ahead. it's always better to have 2 persons per country.
Yeah.
This is what we planned, that we have 2 persons per country. Now, because sometimes one is not available or too busy somewhere or on trip or whatever. So this is why we need more people. So you can invite some other colleagues with you for the training.
Yeah.
Thinking about 2 per country if possible.
Okay.
Yeah. What about others?
For me, I have a question.
Yes.
Our country forum is not using WordPress on the website. So will that require me to have another domain that is for WordPress?
Mm-hmm. From what I know, Ghana doesn't have a domain name yet. So yeah, you've sent it's GAFAS, huh? GAMFAS or GAFAS, something like that.
What, Ghana?
Yeah. Oh, who was talking? Excuse me.
Brenda.
Oh, Uganda, Brenda. No. Uganda website is WordPress, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It isn't. Are you sure of that? Okay. Let's discuss about that. On separately on WhatsApp, Brenda.
Okay.
Yeah, just send me a WhatsApp about that, and I will check. Okay, now some of you want to go for lunch. Yeah, and Joalem is saying that he's already going for lunch. Yeah, I think you can leave.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, just if some of you still need some, yeah, goodbye, Joalem.
Okay.
And thank you for your participation, your contribution for this initiative. We'll do something great with Ethiopia.
Okay.
Also, remind your friend, what is his name again? There is another one from Ethiopia.
Yeah, I'll call for them and I'll inform you soon.
Yes. Oh, Yared. I think Yared. That's his name. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Bye. Bye. What about Ghana?
Yeah, we don't have one, so I mean, this is a good initiative for us, and looking forward to see what we can develop out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Obed.
Yeah.
We haven't heard Obed yet. Which country again are you from?
Yeah, I have also enjoyed the session, though I faced some minor network problems. But I hope next time I will enjoy the session fully because I'll get very much prepared. But I think it's a very good initiative.
Sorry, I'm not really getting you.
Okay. We can't hear you clearly. I think the connection is not very good. But I hope you'll manage also to find a better connection, especially when we'll do the practice, because during the practice, at the same time I will talk, and at the same time, you'll need to use your computer. One computer for listening, or your phone for listening, and the other one for the practice, the WordPress practice.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I think we are done now. Yeah, if they can. Yes. Yes, Nana.
The slides and the recording.
Say again. I missed it.
The slides and the recording.
I can't hear clearly what you're saying. I think
I wanted to know if. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you're going to send us the slides and the recording if possible.
Yes, absolutely. I will send it. Don't worry.
Okay.